All right, what is up, Blessed Foundation, man? It's lovely Monday morning, and man, we're gonna look at the charts today. Mondays, like I said, it's gonna be a little bit longer video on Mondays. I'm gonna try to go over a couple of pairs that I'm actually looking at, and just what we think is gonna happen in the market this week. All right, so let's dive into it. So, I'm looking at GJ. The Great British Pound, Japanese Yen as my first pair. Now, we had a nice break out of the channel last week. Let me go to the daily real quick so y'all can see. Now, the Great British Pound, if I take it all the way back out, this level, weekly level I have right here at 156.15 or 156.11. It was a nice level the market came to and actually dropped from. Now you see we came back up to that level, broke through it. Our high was around 158. I'm gonna just say 158 even. It peaked a little bit past that, but I'm gonna say 158 even. All right, market jumped back up to 158 even, and actually we're falling from there. Now I believe this price push above the 156.11, 156.11, that price push was just a fake out. And now we're looking at the market. We're looking for the market to push lower than what it's been. I actually honestly want the market to break this 148 point, let's say 148 or 149 even. I could actually make that 149 real quick. So man, we're gonna look at price point 149 even. Oh, whoops, pressing the wrong button. Leave that that. All right, cool. So like I said, 149 even. This is the price point that I want to look at for the market to actually come to. I want to see it break, possibly break, come back, retest. Now that's on a long time frame. That's on a long scale. I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for the market to do that anytime soon. It might. I only have about 300 pips to go before, or let's just say about 400, because I believe we're going to see some retracement. But we're going to get into that. I want to see the market come down to the 1.49 level, or to the 149 level. Sorry, I said 1.49. I want to see it come down to the 149 level and break it and possibly come back up and retest it. But as of right now, I said all that to tell you we're in a downtrend. We're looking for the market to push lower. As of right now, last week, we've seen a nice push out of the channel that we had. Even if this wasn't a channel, we've seen a nice push past this low. A lot of bearish momentum past our last low. So we expect the market to actually come up and retest. So let's say some bullish movement at the beginning of the week. So we have that correction since we had that nice drop at the end of last week. I see some nice bullish movement. Then after the bullish movement, possibly later on this week or the beginning of next week, see the market push down a little bit more. Now, I don't know. See, this bullish movement shouldn't take the whole week, but it might. You never know what's going to happen with the market. Right now, all I want to see is the correction. Okay. Yes, I am looking for some more bearish movement within the market, but I want to see the correction. Now, who knows how big the correction might be? I have my areas that I'm looking for the correction that it might come to. You know, we had this area back here that we actually broke as well, which this was the last, I want to say, area or the last resistance level right here that we broke through. Where did it? All right, cool. Yeah, that was just a nice level. I can't tell you exactly why the market played off that level. I mean, I could kind of go into maybe some detail about it, whatever else. It was just a nice resistance level that the market broke through, made it return support, and it pushed higher. Okay, just make it simple. Now, that resistance level that we broke through before, which was return support, I want to see possibly the market come back up around that level, play around with it. We also have that last low that I was talking about that we broke through. We have those two areas that the market is actually a nice little zone. Okay, I'm gonna just mark it up for you. So this whole zone right here, I'm looking for the market to come back up into and then show me signs that it wants to continue to push to the downside. Now, if it doesn't, all right, cool. I know the market's going up, and I'm continue to look for buys within the market. But like I said, now I want sales. Okay, so if I want to play in the, not I want to say play in the market, but just make some. If I was a scalper and I want to make a little money within the market, especially this is GJ, so it moves. It has a lot more momentum when it moves, or it has a bigger range that it moves within a shorter period of time than a lot of the other pairs. So if I was a scalper and I wanted to trade this pair, being honest, I would go ahead and buy it. Being the fact that I know a correction is coming, I would set my parameters up, know where my stop loss is, and I could buy it on a short time frame, maybe a day, 2 days, and let the market ride. Might even just be a day trade. You know, I make it a day trade, try to give me like 50 pips and end up getting out. Okay, so like I said, looking for the market to come back up into the zone, test it, play around, and then drop from there. All right, so that's GJ, my favorite pair. I'm actually in GJ right now. I bought it, so we're gonna see what happens from there. Now we're gonna look at the dollar as the week begins, so we can look at another pair, and I'm probably only gonna do 3 pairs. Actually, I might do 4. I might do AU and EU as well, because those are the I forgot. Yeah, I think I did say I was gonna focus on AU and EU as my main pairs. Okay. Regardless, I'm gonna keep going over the pairs, each and every week, and get in further detail, because once you see how the pairs move with me, you'll be able to recognize how price moves within the market. I mean, it's kind of just straightforward. You gotta see the market on a daily basis to realize what the market is doing, and to see that the market is just a game, man, that you're trying to fit into. You're just trying to move with everyone else. I mean, there are winners, there are losers. Okay, so you're just trying to find where the winners are and move with them. You're never going to be perfect. Okay, you're never going to get, you will get some great entries, some great moves, but you're never going to be perfect. Just get in where you fit in, if that makes sense. All right, so looking at the dollar, I'm gonna actually go here on a weekly time frame real quick. So we had this nice little correction with the dollar. Okay, I actually want to put a fib on that real quick so y'all can, I want to see myself actually. Oh, it ain't even drop all the way down there. That's very interesting, but it did hit the 50. So anyway, we had this nice correction with the dollar, and now we're looking for, or at least me, I'm looking for still yet a push up past this 94.62 level, 94.60 level. I'm looking for the market to break this weekly that I have. This black line it's a weekly level for me. Okay, because you see the market, how the market just played around this weekly level, and even this was the most recent right here. This is why I really haven't marked up, because the market came all the way down, and actually this is a bullish candle that it made, but still yet market came all the way down, bounced off that level, and then continued up. Now the market broke through the level, came back up and tested it. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for the market to come back up. Even though it tested it back here, I'm still looking for it to break, because we didn't push any farther down from this low. Okay, we stayed above this low, made equal lows right here. So I'm looking for the market just to continue up. We might even bounce off this level once again, just push back down and possibly come up. But I believe we already had our nice push down for that at least break. And then once we break, we might see that push back into the level. We might, and then it just continues up. Okay, but that is a nice weekly level, so we might not even see, once the market breaks, we might not even see it come past this level once again. It just might use this level as support and then continue up from there. Okay, so being the fact that we know the dollar is on a bullish run, all right, we can go down, we can go down to AU, and since we have the Australian dollar ahead of the US dollar, which means the Australian dollar is greater than the US dollar, right? Since the US is on its bullish run, that means that the Aussie dollar should be falling, correct? And that's what we have. We have a nice little down push, all right? Now, we didn't break this low yet. That's one thing to recognize. We didn't break this low, but we did break out of this this range right here. This little consolidation area, broke out of it. All right, came all the way back down. Didn't really come to this weekly, but came all the way back down. We broke through, like I said, this consolidation, came down, had a nice bullish run back up to test the support level that we did break through, which was price point is 0.75, let's say 0.7575. Okay, that's just need that as a price level. I'm gonna actually boom do it like this so y'all can see it visually. So I'm like, oh, you know, all right, cool. So 0.7575 came back up. It didn't even actually fully test that level, but I'm gonna say it tested that level, tested the support that it broke through, and now we see the market pushing down. Okay, like I said, the dollar is going up, so the Aussie needs to be dropping, and that is on a weekly. So I can break it down to the daily, and as we see, last week we had a nice bearish run. Okay, now that we had this nice bearish run, we broke this low, the most previous low. All right, we want to see the market come back up and actually possibly test that low. All right, that we broke through, that nice support that we broke through to make it resistance, and then see the market continue to push down. All right, so if I was a scalper, you ain't even necessarily got to be a scalper or a day trader, I'll possibly be looking at getting in for a buy. I will possibly look at getting in for a buy just to catch a few pips. And ultimately, like I said, I know the market's downtrending right now. I know that the bears are in control. So it's going to be a short buy, looking to get into the continuation of that sell that I know the market is in. All right, point blank, period. Now, he said that's AU. I mean, I could go into further detail, but I don't want to necessarily do that. But it's plain and simple. The market's downtrending right now. It might be correcting itself back up to this support level that it broke through, which is going to in return make a resistance. So we're not going to break through it above. Now I want to see it push down from there. Okay, period. Now, going to check EU real quick. Basically kind of the same thing going on. I'm gonna take it out to the weekly. Now we broke through the week, this weekly level, and we came back up and tested the weekly level. Now, what are we looking for? All right, we're looking for the market to continue down, looking for the market to continue pushing down. I mean, I can't say it in no other way. Simple. Okay. And not trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm talking to you like you're ignorant, like you don't know what you got going on. It's like, no, I want y'all to know how simple this market is. Now, granted, you could take it into closer detail, the more detail, and make it difficult. But as of right now, if you look at the market from its simplest form, you can see that it's dropping, and you want it to continue dropping until it shows you signs that it doesn't want to drop anymore. Okay, so the market's dropping. I know it just broke through a recent major level. Now I want to see the market come back up and possibly test that level. And then once it tests that level, once it tests that level to see if the market's right, if everybody's right, to see if we want to see the market go higher. If the market's going to go higher, and if it's not going to go higher, we know we're right, and then it's going to sell off. Okay, we want to see the market come back up and test this support level that it just broke through, this floor that the market just broke through. We want to see it come back up and test it, which it did. Okay, but it might come back up some more and try to test it. And then once we see it tested and that it doesn't want to pass, that it doesn't want to go back up into this support, we know that it's a roof now, that's resistance, and we want to see the market drop from there. Okay, so I'm on a daily. Like I said, this was the weekly that we came up to, which was the roof, the resistance, and it was support. The market had once upon a time came down to this level and bounced up off. So now that we've broken through, we came back up and actually tested the support, which made it resistance now because the market didn't want to break through. I mean, it did break through, but it didn't continue. All right. Now this is that is my weekly level. Okay. So being the fact that that's my weekly level and I'm on a daily, you're going to see a little bit of more playing around because that's that nice wick that we have on a weekly. Okay. Now that I know this weekly is a resistance level and the market is not going to continue up from there, at least I don't want to see it continue up from there. I'm going to look at my areas to see where can I get in for myself for it to continue to push down. Go to the 4 hour. Y'all see that the market has pushed all the way down. We broke past this low. It didn't break past it much because we did have a nice, once we got down to that area, we did have a nice bullish run back up. But I do want to see a bullish run, just being the fact that I want to see the market correct itself. After we had this huge drop, I want to see the market correct itself, all right? Especially it's Monday, the beginning of the week. You always want to see the market find his feet at the beginning of the week. I mean, it doesn't happen. It happens a lot. I can't even give you the percentage, but it happens a lot. But there are times where the market can come in at the beginning of the week and just continue the actual move that it was making last week, and then have that corrective move. But right now, where the market stands, we want to see that correction at the beginning of the week, which I'm looking for with that push up, that correction, not showing that we want to break past these highs right here, and then that continuation on down. So probably around later on today, maybe Tuesday, late Tuesday, I would love to see the market stall out, not want to push up anymore, and start to show me signs that it wants to drop, and I will get in. All right. Because EU is actually going to be a nice pair to get in as far as it dropping. Now, if you didn't get in earlier, like a long time ago, I mean, yes, this is just another opportunity, especially being the fact that this is a nice break of the weekly that we have right here. So we're going to should see more bearish movement. All right. And that's it, man. Like I said, it's kind of a short video, long video, just to explain, you know, what's going on throughout the week. At least what we want to see happen with the few pairs that I do look at throughout the week. Now, the later videos that I'm going to put out hopefully will be a little bit shorter than this one. And I'll make kind of multiple videos throughout the week. Might post or will post some on my Instagram, on my reels and everything like that. I'm working it. I'm working it and I'm doing the best that I can, learning it as I go. Trust me, this is something that I'm very thankful God has given me, and I'm trying to make it work, trying to listen to him and make it work how I feel like he wants me to make it work. All right. And that's a whole different subject, whole different thing I can get into, but just know that I'm working and I'm trying to make this, I don't want to say perfect, but I'm trying to make this progressive for y'all so that y'all can learn with me and that y'all could see the things that I see from the gifts that God has given me within the market. He lets me see, or with my talent, I see certain things within the market that maybe some other people see, but you know, I just try to bring it to a different light, or not even that, just trying to show you what I know, you know? I mean, people learn from different people different ways, so it is what it is. But for now, like I said, I'm done. I'm gonna come back to y'all maybe later on today, see what we've gotten into, and yeah, man, I'm gonna get ready for work and see y'all later on today. Y'all have a blessed Monday, and peace. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing with my hands.
He be talking about investing stocks. Bitch, I'm at the pawn shop, buy the invest.